This is Karikter Asked It. You already know Character did it. I'm here with CECE Camacho. Tell us about yourself. What do you do?
Hi. Well, first of all, thank you for having me. I am a painter, artist of multiple mediums. I rap, I sing, I record, engineer, things along that nature. I really love to create, for real.
Jack of all trades type shit.
Yeah, whatever kind of like, I got some monster for real.
Do you mind me asking how old you are?
Me, I'm 27.
Okay. Where are you from?
Yeah. I'm from Brooklyn, New York, Queens, New York. I was born in Queens. I lived in Brooklyn, Queens, move around a lot. I'm currently in New Jersey.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been cool. A little different from the city, but
Hell yeah.
So,
Tell me about your upbringing. What was coming up in Brooklyn and Queens like?
It was cool. It was cool. I was like one of 5 kids, you feel me? Like early life, like I kind of like just like lived in the crib with like a bunch of my family. Like everybody kind of just like lived together. As we got older, like everybody kind of like expanded, moved out. But yeah, like I kind of just was always like kind of like in the crib, like creating and shit like that, like just drawing Danny Phantom. Like I would pause the TV, you feel me, and try to like draw like the character like to be turned for y'all parents. Like,
hey, that's cool though. That's cool.
Yeah, like I was bored. I didn't have a phone for real, so it's just like yeah, like I don't know, like I just made the most of it, like for real, But yeah.
Hell yeah. What'd you do after high school?
After high school, it was tricky. Like I've kind of been back and forth between Jersey and Queens because after high school, like I moved to New Jersey, and I kind of like was going through a period of like finding self. You know what I mean? At that time, like I had lost a friend, a good friend of mine who had passed away and shit like that, and like. He kind of just like the last piece of advice he gave me was to just like go to school full time, like work full time, and kind of just like not focus on relationships and just focus on self, and I followed his advice and I started grinding, and I just like went to college and went to like mad, I don't know, just mad shit just happened for real, like like I don't even want to there's so much.
Into it.
Yeah, I mean we could for real, but
Let's get into it, man. I want to hear.
After high school, I feel like that's where kind of like everything kind of pivoted. You feel me? Like I kind of was just like I moved from New York City. I was living in Queens. You feel me? And I kind of just like moved to like middle of nowhere where I knew nobody and I wasn't going to school or nothing. Like you feel me? And like it just like it became like a. Like, I don't know, like I kind of was restless. I was always going back to the city. Like there's nothing for me in Jersey. Like I was just going to the city, and like my boy was just like, yo, chill. Like, and 2 weeks later, like he died. Like, you feel me? And like that kind of was just like a pivotal moment for me because when I found out about his death, like I walked into the job looking for him. And it was just crazy and impacted me crazy. And many things just kind of like boiled out from there, like I kind of just like was focused on stuff. I started doing like poetry, shit like that, like to cope and shit. And then like I got into art when my lung collapsed for real. Like
how'd you
my lungs I was like 20 years old, and I had been going to school and working really hard and shit like that, and I was getting my associates at the time and I was almost done. And I was taking a graphic design class because I do art, you feel me? I was like, oh, let me take this graphic design class. I was in school for business, and I skipped the class to go get high. Like it's like dumbass, it was just crazy. And like I ended up just like kind of like smoking like a half ounce of bud like to the face, and my lung like collapsed and I didn't know. And my mom was like, yo, like, you feel me? Like, take a shot of milk, you probably high. Like, it's like, and I was just like, I, like, you feel me? Next day, I'm still in pain, like, you feel me? And she's like, yo, like, I bet, like, you, yo, crazy, like, you feel me? I called my sister, she's like, are you tripping on mushrooms? I'm like, no, I'm not tripping on mushrooms. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you feel me? Like, we good? Like, and she's like, nah, like, and like, yo, I was just like, wait for mommy. I could wait for my mother to tell me that I'm tripping, like, you feel me? She's like, take a shot of milk. I'm like, all right. Didn't help. went to bed like that. Woke up next day. I ended up going to the doctor. They ended up telling me that my lung collapsed and like I need to go to the ER. And like I go up to the front to the receptionist because I was in the waiting room for like 45 minutes. You feel me? They didn't even give a fuck. Like, you feel me? And she was like, "Oh, what happened?" I was like, "Oh, I don't know." She said pneumothorax. Like, you feel me? I don't know. The doctor comes out. She's like, "Do you need an ambulance? Because you gotta go." Like, and I was like, "Oh shit!" Like, that dip. I would go to the ER, and yeah, like that was like kind of like where I like was born.
Damn.
Makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, and that's where like. Because prior to March 7th, 2017, bro, like I was not using color in any of my art. No way. Like it was just ink to paper. You feel me? I wasn't like a musician. Like, you feel me? It was just straight art. Like, you know. And when I was in the hospital, my boy Michael Montague, shout out Michael Montague from 10th grade, he was sitting behind me in Global, like he hit me up and he was like, "Yo, CeCe, what hospital you at?" I'm like, "I bet." Like he pulled up and he pulls to the hospital and I'm in the bathroom and I hear "yo," and I'm like, "Yo," like I get out the bathroom. And mind you, I got a tube, like when your lung collapse, like they have to like apply negative pressure.
Damn.
So they inserted a tube into my rib and I was walking around with a tube coming out of my rib into a box, and I was on morphine the whole time in a box into the wall, and I could only go as far as the box let me go, which was the bathroom. Like, so I was in the room for that whole month of March 2017. Like, and my boy came and he was like, "Yo, like, I used to cheat." He was like, "I used to cheat off you in Global." He's like, "And I noticed he was like, I noticed all your notes had characters on them. So like, you know, I thought it'd be fly if you try to paint one." And I was like, "Okay, like, bet, like."
All right.
And then, so whatever. So like, he pulled up. And I painted this one piece, like, you know, it was just like one of my characters I did, but I added color, and like it was real cool. And like, and then I did another piece with like MF Doom, Quasimodo, like, you know, one of my characters.
You just said MF Doom, Quasimodo, like that's supposed to be related.
No. It was just like that was what the piece was. It was three characters. It was my character, and he was kind of like in the color of like the Mets. You feel me? He had the orange and blue and shit, and then it was MF Doom. It was a character with MF Doom mask, and then it was a Quasimodo standing next to him, and that was what the painting was of. You feel me? That's what I painted.
Cool. That's cool.
Yeah, it was pretty alright. Like, it was cool. Like, and I just started painting from there, and like after that, like I started getting into like shows and shit. Like I met this guy named George, and he had a collective, Civilization 3, and they used to host like oh shit. Like, my bad. I'm completely like just with my computer right now, but they used to hold,
bro.
My bad, bro. They used to hold shows and shit, and he was a photographer and shit, and like they had like a whole collective and stuff, and like there was different artists. Indigo Wave. I don't know if you're familiar with Indigo Wave, but she Queens. She is a phenomenal singer. Like she records herself too. Like she's like she be doing everything. Like, you know, and me and her had like her first like performance was my first art show, and it was like really crazy. And and yeah, like we ended up like having different shows and shit, and like I was just kind of doing like open mic and shit, but I didn't get into like music until like probably like 2020. You know.
What made you do that?
The switch up?
Yeah.
I had already been doing art for like 3 years, you know, and into 2017 as well. Like I was focused on art, but I came across what's called Legendary Ciphers. I don't know if you're familiar with LC. You ever heard of Legendary Ciphers? Where are you from?
I'm by Atlanta.
Okay, cool. So in New York City, there's this thing every Friday for the past like 8 years or something like that. Like they have a Freestyle Friday, you feel me? And it's hosted by this collective called Legendary Ciphers, and it was founded by this man called Majesty, rest in peace. And basically like it's Eli Black, Mickey, Born, Majestic, D Nasty, and there's a fifth member, I believe, starts with a P. I forget his name, but he lives in Philly. That's why I you know, excuse me, forgive me. but he's nasty too. But they come with energy, and like they facilitate the whole like cipher and shit. And I fell in love with it, you know, because I was a poet. Like I was into spoken word, like, you feel me? So it's just like seeing people like, you know, speak poetry, because that's what you know the freestyle is. Like it's like raw, like it's like real New York, like, you feel me? Like it's crazy, like. And so like I saw it and I was just like, damn, like this is so fire, you know. And that was 2017, and like I was in love with it, like, you know, and I admired everybody who had the balls to like get up in front of everybody, you know, and just rap, like, you know, like I tried it a couple times, like, but not too much. I would have tried like to do it more often, you know, but yeah, like 2020 hit, and I got a production studio in downtown Brooklyn, like to make hoodies, you know. And while I was there, like I met different people in the building. And there were different studios, there's like rehearsal spaces and things like that. So there were people who would do art, there was people who built furniture, there was people who were barbers, there were like fucking, there was a nail salon in that bitch. Like, what's going on? Like, you feel me? Like,
you get it all done.
All walks of life. All people who made soap and lotions. Like, you feel me? Like event spaces. Like it was really cool. Like you met all types of different people. And I had met this gentleman who taught me how to record music. And the only reason he told me how to record was because like we was safe. Like I would roll up, you feel me, and I'll be like, damn, like we met, like, and he was actually like one of my boys' like cousin, and he owned the studio, and he got me into the building type shit. Like it was cool, like, and he was just like, we would smoke, and I would sit on the couch, and he would jump from like the booth to he would jump from the booth to the computer, to the booth to the computer, and I felt so bad because like we smoking in between this, like he just like doing so much, he's sweating, he's like, oh my god, like, and I'm chilling there like, damn, bro, like, do you need me to help you? Like
right. What can I do?
Like, please, like, put me to use, because like I feel like I have no purpose here.
I feel you.
And like he taught me, and I learned Logic, and that was cool. And eventually I met this girl named Angelique, God bless her, and she introduced me to her friend Pito. And Pito was a producer who worked with her, and she connected us, and he came to my studio, and he just like gave me all the plugins, he gave me Pro Tools, he taught me how to record, he gave me a template, like he just wilded out, like, and I was just like, oh yes, like this is it, like, you know. And yeah, like that was pretty cool. Like getting into music, it kind of was just like more of it was a different outlet, but it was just like, you know, like poetry, like kind of just led into that, kind of like piqued my interest.
Facts. That's awesome, man, because like you started with the art, the painting, and the this, and then you went into poetry, and it led into music, man. You've been trying to express yourself, and you've been trying to find ways to express yourself, and then would you say that music has been the most effective way to do that?
Yeah, like I feel like music is so like endless. Like, not that like art of course is like so like you know, vast and shit, and like there's no, but like music, like it's like there's so much to explore still, you know what I mean? Like I just scratched the surface. Like I feel like I'm very much like 2% in, like, you feel me, like, but everything. And I'm like I've been making music since 2020, and it's 2023. It's August 13th, 2023. You know what I mean? Like, and just to see the growth, and like everything that I have out on platforms right now, like I very much made in 2021. You know what I mean? And so like it's just like, nobody knows who I am at this moment, you know. And it's just like it's cool. Like it's cool. Like, you know, like I kind of just like just been growing and figuring out like what's good for me, you know, in terms of just like the different producers that I vibe with, or like, you know, like the different people that like I choose to collaborate with, like I'm, you know, like things like that. Like I don't know, it's just it's beautiful when two minds come together. Two collaborations are actually pretty fucking fire. And you know, like, not to knock it, like when artists work with producers, that's also a collaboration, you know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
And so like that's been a big thing for me. So like with my projects and things like that, like I have a couple projects out, and they are done by different producers. Like each project, different sound. So like my first project is like, it's called Sia by DJ Yaya Roll, and it's like CeCe and Yaya, Sia, you know. And it's very hip hop. It's very like sample, like, you know. He hit me up on Twitter, and he was like, yo, CeCe, like I follow you for the art and shit, but like I got a beat pack, like, you feel me, like what's up? Like, cause I was posting freestyles, like just like putting my poetry on beats, like, you feel me, and just posting it on Twitter.
Hey, that's what music is.
Yeah, like just putting it on Twitter, just fuking around, like. And he hit me up, he was like, yo, CeCe, like I really got a beat pack, like what you think you could do with this, like type shit. And I was just like, this is actually hard, like, you know what I mean? I'm dumb, like, and I was going through it, so like, I was just like rapping on his shit, and I was just like, yo, like, and when I was making it, I wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna rap to this shit and make projects. Like, I didn't decide to make projects until I had like 100 songs. Once I had like 100 songs, like, I was like, I bet, like, let me start organizing shit. You know what I mean? And like, that's when I started like I bet I'm gonna just group it by producer. You feel me? And then my favorite songs from each producer, I just put them. Like, you know, my second project, 1996, produced 1996 beats _ shameless plug, like, please follow my boy, like, DJ Yaya.
Hell yeah.
1996 beats, you feel me? These are phenomenal producers who are very serious about their craft, who are open to collaborations, who have so much love and so much talent, you know what I mean, and who work really hard. And like, that's something that I respect so much. Like, everybody that I work with, like, they take their shit seriously, you know, in terms of just like their passion, you know. And just like that's what's important to me, is just like working with people with passion. Like, but yeah, 96, he's more of like a sample, like he's a sample guy too, but he's more like not old school samples. Like, he could flip anything. Like, he's so versatile. Like, it's just like he could do any genre, like, you know. And you just get, I could listen to his beats all day. He has a couple like production like projects out that you could just listen to with no lyrics, like, you feel me, like, and that's
like just that level. Yeah.
That's so fire. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so yeah, there's a couple of different producers that I work with too. Like, thank you, Brandon. Zamasu 17 produced my album. He's fucking phenomenal. Pito Beats taught me how to record. Fucking taught Zamasu how to make beats. Like, you feel me? Like, he's really like me, Zamasu, and Pito. Like, we're like pieces to the puzzle. It's P, C, and Z. Like, you feel me? Like, like we're a thing. Like, you know, like, that was like a vibe. That was like a little click. Like, you know, and people don't even like. It's cool because like none of the music is out yet, like, you know what I mean? So it's just like there's so much to come, you know, and I'm just really excited for real, like for everything, just the evolution and everything. It's been amazing.
Hell yeah. Hey, respect to your progress, respect to you shouting all those people out. Every one of those people means a lot to you, you know, and that says something.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
You're all right. Tell me about your biggest accomplishments.
Like, in general, like, or
in
like
life and in music, because they, you know, just like, I'll ask you about your obstacles after this, and they go hand in hand.
I guess like my accomplishments would be like one thing that I accomplished like this year was like being more active and like getting in front of more people, because very much Monday I have a show, tomorrow I have a show in Brooklyn, and it'll be my 28th show since April, you know?
No shit.
Facts.
You've been busy. You've been busy.
And like, I've been inside for the last 2 years, you feel me? Just working, you know what I mean? So it's like I bet, like, you know, I purged all my negativity, you know. I'm out here creating, you feel me? Now I'm in a new vibe, you feel me? And it's time for like me to share this, you know, because I feel like God doesn't give you talent, or, you know, for you to hoard to yourself. God doesn't give you messages for you to hoard to yourself. God doesn't, you know, give you beauty to enjoy by yourself. You feel me? God very much provides it so that you can bring that uniqueness forth and allow everyone to appreciate you as well, you know, as much as you appreciate everyone around you. Like, and that's like the biggest thing for me, like, you know, is being able to like come and come in front of these people and show them, you know, what I have been working on, and also be able to meet people and shake their hands and see what the fuck they've been working on and how crazy and passionate they are, you know. Like, one of my biggest accomplishments has been being able to connect with so many different artists this year, and to be able to grow from that and meet people who are willing to collaborate with me and be like, hey, CECE, like, I really fuck with what you're doing, like, you know, come here, like and work with me on this. And I'm just like, damn, like, bet, and it's helping me grow. Yeah, I feel like that's the big, like, one of my biggest accomplishments is just being able to like, and just like knowing that, like, you know, like, just being inspired and inspiring, you feel me, has been one of my greatest accomplishments, like, for real.
So what about this Green Out group?
What about them?
Tell me about the Green Out crew, man. Y'all are some supportive motherfuckers in New Jersey. Y'all are out there doing your thing. You're performing. You're supporting each other. You're helping each other. You're helping each other find. Tell me about the Green Out crew.
Well, I gotta give a lot of props to Steel, G3 Productions. You feel me?
Shout out Steel
Gasso.
G3, bro.
Yeah, man. I will say that like Steel definitely contributed to like the beginning of like my 27 shows. Like, like you know what I mean? Like for real. Like the only reason I even started like first of all, Green Out's doing amazing. Green Out, they're very supportive. They provide a platform for all artists to come. They offer rehearsal space, rides, whatever you need. You know, like Theo has went above and beyond for me. You feel me? I've witnessed him do good by other artists. You know what I mean? And yeah, like I really believe in what he's doing and stuff, and I wish him the best success and everything. You know what I mean? And I'm lucky to witness it, to be a part of it, to contribute, you know, and you know, to just see like what's going on like with everyone and seeing everyone's growth and development, even in the couple months that I've known everyone, you feel me? But when I first like performed this year, the first time I performed this year was in March, because I had dropped the EP called From the Chrysalis, and it's produced by J Sleep at 11 J Sleep. He's also a furry.
Another shameless plug. It's all good.
Yeah,
Keep doing it.
so
Keep doing them, bro.
Me and J Sleep and I, we met at a festival that we met at my first performance, which happened to be a festival in 2021, and we recorded like 11 songs in a weekend, and we decided to put it out 2 years later.
11 songs in a weekend?
Yeah, like if you listen to that project, there is no form or structure to any of those songs. So I very much went in that booth, said whatever, and came out. Like,
hey, that's the best kind of shit though, for real, man. That's truth.
Very much. And so like I'm very excited for all the structured music I do have coming out. Like, it's, but like, you know, I had to get that off because that's still part of me. That's still expressive. Like, you know, that's still like, it's just freedom of expression, bro. And so I performed for the first time at, and shout out Kurt Donovan, Underground Developmental, New Jersey Underground Developmental. And it was a spot that my friend Nico, shout out Nico, brought me to. He was like, yo, like, you know, pull up, like, you feel me, this is so cool. I went there a couple times. Oh shit, we blacked out again.
Oh no.
I keep reminding me, bro. I'm so sorry.
All good. It's all good.
And then it's just like my Mac video just
Wiggle
take
your
forever.
mouth. I'll just be like, wiggle your mouth real quick.
Yeah, my bad, bro, my bad. I'll be chatting.
You like working
no
from
10 minutes
home,
past. Crazy, like. Anyway, so as soon as I got off the stage, like Steel was one of the first people, like if not like the second person to like approach me and be like, yo, like you did great, you know, I do shows, like come out to one. And I was like, all right, and it was a month ahead. And I was like, all right, cool. So I had a month. So the month passes, I pull up, and I just meet so many amazing, so many people. Like my mind is going so fast than my mouth is right now. Like I'm just like watching it all unfold all over again. Like you see the smile, like here, like because it's just like an amazing experience. I met so many amazing people, and thank you, Steel. Like I am so grateful, you know, for you to have been a part of me, like just opening that door, you know, and just allowing me to like walk down this path for real. Because I met a phenomenal artist, Jay Baleo. Shout out Jay Baleo. Hold on, because he's an artist. He plays guitar. He's a fucking rock star, and he also is a photographer too. Like he has so many different talents. Like, and he engineers and shit like that. Like it's just like there's so many people.
Okay.
Yo, everybody's going crazy. Like they're going crazy. Like they're wilding. Like, yo, I love it. And Dave Leo, like I met him, and me and him hit it off. I was like, yo, he did mic check at Green Out, the first Green Out. He did mic check, and I'm like, who the fuck is this? Like I was just like, yo, we in a concert right now. Like, yo, what the fuck? Like quality. You need a show? Book Jay Baleo today. You feel me? Like, holla at him, man. For real. Like, he's so super professional, super on point, super considerate, super kind person, beautiful heart. He's like, yo, me and him hit it off, whatever, boom, boom, boom. I'm like, yo, you're a rock star. He's like, oh my God, great. We ended up having like a slot, like it was his slot and then my slot. When he went to perform, I was like copping weed in the front, like, cause it was at a weed lounge. And I'm like buying weed in the front, chopping it up, smoking a blunt. And then I hear, CECE Camacho, come to the front. And I'm like, am I performing? I go in and he's like, no, I'm just performing. You go next. And I'm like, all right, bet. Like, and then he ends up he ends up performing, he goes crazy, I go crazy, and then like we both was just like, oh my god, like the Spider-Man meme, like, you feel me? Like it was like, and then he was like, yo, tomorrow I'm performing, 400 people confirmed, like come through, there's a show called Mad Minds, like pull up. And I don't know nothing about Jersey, I'm from Brooklyn, like you feel me, like I don't know nothing, like, you know. And I pull up and it's like a fucking barnyard, like it's just it's so like, it's big as hell, mad people, like there's drinks everywhere, amazing. I was lit, like it was just great vibes, and everybody was just doing their thing. Like shout out Mad Minds. I performed there and I did one song, and it was like the first time I ever like performed for real, and like that song ever, like I guess the second time. It was called Geekin'. I had just written it in April, and yeah, like that, it very much was difficult for me because it was very vulnerable, like, and it was just I'm very you could see my tone, like I'm just like, yo, what up, like, you feel me? And that song is just like the way you make, and it just like, it's not me, like, I mean it's me, but like nobody sees that to me.
It's not your comfort zone. It's not your comfort zone.
So me performing, I wasn't very comfortable, but still like that day just set off everything. Like I gained like 50 followers that day, and then from there, like it just like people just started booking me, and like it's been cool. I've been super grateful for every single opportunity. I've been trying to show up for every single opportunity, and just like, you know, just go with the momentum while it's there, like, you know. And yeah, like, so I'm just very happy to put myself out there and to be received, and to continuously have the opportunity to share what I've been creating, you know.
Respect to that, and respect to the Green Out crew and Jack Steele, bro. Y'all are making waves out there in Jersey. I'm telling you, y'all's time is just beginning. It's about to get crazy for y'all. I'm watching. I'm excited to know you all, for real.
It's a new generation, for real. Like,
absolutely, I 100% agree with that.
Nice.
Tell me about the biggest obstacles that you've had to overcome in life and in music.
Depression.
Hey, I feel you.
In life, I guess depression, you know, just like trying to break cycles, regular, you know, human shit.
Yeah.
You know. In terms of music, I feel like I moved to music especially because I felt like I had nothing else, right? And so like I felt like I had no one I could talk to for real. I felt like I had like, yeah, like I have friends and stuff, but like, you know, and so like the microphone really was, so like one of the biggest obstacles was kind of just like trying to figure out how to survive when I didn't have shit to my name, and I wanted to have this stupid ass studio, and it was the craziest. Fuck, you want to talk about obstacles? I moved into a commercial building with no shower that was private, no kitchen. Like, I moved into a 10 by 10, and I was depressed, and I very much was suicidal that year, and I very much like dove into music because I didn't want to kill myself, like real shit. And obstacles, figuring out how I'm gonna eat while I'm still waiting for EBT to get back to me, and then filing as homeless. You know, obstacles could be, you know, me just trying to figure out how I'm gonna pay my rent when I don't really got a job and nobody's hiring anybody who's not fucking vaccinated. Obstacles, trying to fucking stay up till 7 in with fucking 13 people in your motherfucking studio that you sleep in, and you want to go to sleep but you can't because you gotta make money to pay rent. Like, obstacles, like we could about them for real, like, you know. And there's things that people don't know about me that I've kept private for a long time because I was still in that space and I was still living there and I was still in that building. I lived in that building for 3 motherfucking years and no one knew. And I very much was starving. Like, you saw a picture of me 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I'm bones. Like, yeah, I'm still skinny as fuck, but I was skinnier. Like, that's crazy. Like, you know, and I've been through so much and nobody knows me. And that's beautiful, you know, and it's a beautiful thing. But I know my story, and like obstacles, like I'm not unfamiliar, you know what I mean? And there's been so many, but the beautiful thing about obstacles is that you come out stronger every time, you know. And there's the beautiful thing about obstacles is a reminder of your endurance to life, you know. And the beautiful thing about obstacles is just being able to smile and be like, yo, like that was the lowest of lows, but now I'm on the highest of highs. Thank God for the law of rhythm. Like, you know what I mean? And obstacles like are things that we are supposed to be grateful for. Like I went through that and I starved and I deprived myself of so much to try to fucking just see beyond the physical and really understand why my spirit is in this vessel for real. You know what I mean? Obstacles is really like trying to find self, find purpose, to fucking wake up and get out of bed. Obstacles is existing day to day and not fucking smacking the shit out of somebody for saying some dumb shit. Like obstacles, it's patience. Like it's just like, yo, you don't know me. You know what I mean? Like obstacles is knowing that nobody knows what the fuck you went through and nobody gives a fuck either. You know what I mean? Obstacles is knowing that you just have to be your best self every time and forgive people for not knowing. Obstacles is, you didn't ask for no, but that's just where my brain went with it. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. And you're 100% right, man. Because look, no one gives a fuck about what you've gone through right now. But when you make it, when you blow up, you have that story. And that's what's going to make an impact to the masses. It's right now, I'm on the same mindset. I've been through my shit. I have not shared my shit because nobody cares right now.
Because everybody's grinding. Everybody's grinding, you know what I mean? And it's just like, have that mutual respect.
Exactly, man. And respect to you going through it and not looking for attention from it and just growing from it. That's the way to be, and that's the way to be inspiring down the line. Because you can say that when you have 1 million followers and you can tell those followers, hey, if you're going through shit, don't talk about it. Just do what you need to do and get yourself better. What does success in life look like to you?
Happiness, peace. Success looks like an abundant state of mind, knowing that everything is here for you, like and appreciating. Success is a constant state of gratitude for me.
Wow, profound, bro. That's profound. That's beautiful.
Thanks. Yeah, because honestly, like attachments, like I could sit here and say, yeah, success is me getting a Grammy, or it's not. Like at the end of the day, like I am nothing without self, and the lungs that I breathe, and this vessel, you feel me? All that could be stripped away. So like at the very core of it, like success is gratitude, like a constant feeling of gratitude.
Success is gratitude. I love that. Truly.
Where?
Tell me some stories. Huh?
No, go ahead.
Tell me some stories that everyone has heard probably twice, because they heard it when they met you and they heard it when you met someone else. I got the stories. Everybody got the stories. Like, what's your main go-to stories in your life?
My lung collapsing.
Yeah, that's a good one. That was a good story, for real.
It goes deeper than that, but my lung collapsing. Kind of just
damn, I didn't tell you to wiggle your mouse. I fucked up. That was my fault.
Love the cherry.
Now the cherry lighting it up. That was kind of cool. Go ahead.
Yeah. One more time. Run the question by me once again.
Tell me the stories that everybody has heard twice, because they heard it when they met you and they heard it when you met someone else and they were there. Oh no, where'd you go?
Sorry, I was checking my battery.
So yeah, tell me.
Yeah, so I would say my lung collapsing.
Yeah.
And just like, I guess my lung collapsing for real. That's like really my go-to.
Anything from childhood, any dumb shit?
Oh, I guess there was one time, yeah, facts. All right, so I have this cousin named Duval, and so like, that's my guy. Like,
when you start with, I had this cousin named, like that, it's gonna be a good story. So go ahead.
Nah, yeah. So boom. So like, my mom's from Bushwick. She's Puerto Rican. She's from Bushwick. You feel me? She grew up on like Knickerbocker, Cornelia over there, right? And so she grew up on the same block as my cousin Duval's. He's not really like blood related to me. She had a best friend growing up. Her name was Gello. Okay. And one day we moved to like Stanhope by Wyckoff Hospital. And we was living on Stanhope and shit. And we was having a party. And I was like probably like 6 or 7. I remember, like, you feel me? And we was having a party, and the neighbors was tight. Like, they called the door. You feel me? And my mom opens the door, and she's like, "Yo, what the fuck?" And it's Gello. And she was like, and he was like, and they were like, and like he ended up just drinking with them. And like his wife Eileen was mad as hell. Like, what the fuck? We went to go send these. Like, we told you to shut the fuck up, and you went and go to drink with them. He was like, "Yo, I know who." So boom. So then next day, you feel me? I'm outside riding my bike. I'm putting on lip gloss. I was like girly when I was little. I was a tomboy in my teens. Like, you feel me? Like, it was like balanced. And my cousin, well, he's not my cousin at this point, but this kid Duval, he has like these fucking glasses on, and he's with his brother, whatever. He's riding. His brother doesn't have training wheels, but he does. Okay. And he gets stuck in this crack, and like he doesn't understand that he can't pedal backwards because he's pressing the brakes. So like I go up to him and I'm trying to explain this to him. You feel me? And so boom. So that's just the backstory of me and Duvi. And me and him, then my mom, like my sister started taking us to school. We went to the same elementary school. We ended up in the same high school. And my high school was cool. I went to school in Forest Hills. I didn't go to Forest Hills. I went to like this random ass school that I can't jack. But like it was just like, anyway, I went to the school, and my only friends was my cousin Duval and like this other girl who lived in Ridgewood. Like, you feel me? Like it was just like we were like the outsiders. Like, you feel me? Like we were like the only Puerto Rican ones. Like, you know, like whatever. And then so whatever. So boom, 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 boom. Duval, like me and him, like I started smoking at a young age. I started smoking like when I was like in like 8th grade or whatever. And so now I'm in 10th grade. I'm the top, like in my school, there's nobody older than us. We're the first graduating class. So like freshman year, there was no 10th, 11th, 12th. 10th grade, we're the oldest. The oldest. There's no 11th, there's no 12th graders. We're the oldest. Like, you feel me? So I went to school with a bunch of fucking grown ass 8th graders. Like, it was so like oh, like I hate that shit. Like,
so like 8th graders were kind of like sophomores in your school deal.
Yo, bro. It was just like they never had anybody to like show them maturity. So like they just grew like even more immature. Like, it was just like, what the fuck? Like, so like I very much was just like, it was just retarded, but excuse my language. But yeah, so me and Duval, so we started smoking, and we wasn't smoking big. We wasn't big smokers. Like, you feel me? You got 5, I got 5. Let's buy a dumb. Like, you got 10, I got 10. Let's get a dumb. Like, oh, like, you feel me? calm. Like, yeah, I got 5. And so one day, this man pulls up to school, and he's like, "Yo, see, look what I got." And I'm like, "What you got?" And we had lunch. And he opens his bag and he has a zip. You know what a zip is?
You ain't never seen a zip.
You know what a zip is to a dumb smoker? Do you know what a zip is to a dumb smoker? I was like, yo, bro. I was like, if we don't ask everybody to put down 5 right now and go get some pizza after school.
Oh, Dad, that's funny, bro.
And he used to dead ass like steal blood from his dad, like dead ass, like his dad. And I'm sorry, Gello, I'm sorry that I put you on blast like this, but like his dad used to like sell a pea or keep a pea. You feel me? Well, I don't know how much he sold, to be honest, but I know he had like a pea for himself. You feel me? And so he would go to smoke, and whenever he would go to smoke, Duval would untie the bud and just scrape a little and tie it back up. And I was just like, yo, like, and mind you, we're like 14, you feel me? Like 14, 15 years old, this is happening. Like, yo, like, and one day, like, we got away with it for 4 years. Duval graduated high school. Like, he graduated high school and he was still getting away with it. And he hits me up. He calls me. He's like, yo, CC. He's like, yo, CC. He's like, I never seen my dad do no shit like this. I'm like, what? He fucking FaceTimes me. He showed me his dad did like a special like fucking Boy Scout knot. And I was like, yo, if you don't know how to replicate that, don't do it. Like, I was like, don't fucking touch that shit. Like, it was like one of those like 3 triple, like, you feel me, like crazy ass knots.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, bro. Yeah, yeah.
Like, you know, like he really tried for that one. Like he
I already
knew,
know
like
he got into it though.
I was like, bro, like that's clearly a trap. Like, like you better off ripping the bag in the bottom and claiming the mouse ate that shit. Like you're bugging. Like what the fuck? Like, oh, you're tripping, bro. Like, what's wrong with you? And yeah. So that's like one of those stories for real. Like, you know, and he got caught.
Yeah, he got caught because of that knot.
He got caught. I told him not to. Like, he called me back. Like 3 weeks later, yo, I just got my phone back. I'm like, yo, you crazy.
That's so funny. That's so fucking funny, man. If you could go back in time and tell your younger self anything, what would it be?
Keep your head up.
What do you mean by that?
I used to cry a lot. I used to cry a lot. And one thing I never had anybody do was pick my head up. You know? And I would tell myself to keep my head up. Because it gets better. I would tell myself this.
How have you learned to keep your head up? Because I know it's not easy.
Faith.
In what?
In God, in the universe. You know, faith that I have a purpose. Faith that I'm not just here wasting life, you know?
Facts. I feel that, man. Wiggle your mouse real quick.
You got it.
All right. So, do you have anything coming up that you want to talk about?
Yeah, sure. I have a show this Monday at the Juice Box on No Stream. It's a guy versus girls competition. It's like a versus competition. We did one last week, and it was kind of like Team Moody versus Team Sin, which is like the 2 hosts of the night. This week is gonna be like boys versus girls. So the girls is gonna shit on all the boys. It's about to go crazy, and so that's coming up. I'm performing at One Mic Day. Shout out One Mic Day. They asked me to be a featured artist, and so like if any artists are open to sharing their music, you cop a ticket, you get to perform some songs. And it's a dope way to connect with new people, new audience. And then I have another show coming up the 25th. As far as like projects and stuff, I've been working on some like puzzles. I've been working on some coloring books. I've been working on some like different things visually, and I'm really excited.
Cool.
Everything's gonna be limited.
Puzzles?
Yeah. Yeah, man.
I've never known anybody who's made a puzzle before or coloring book. That's cool as hell.
Yeah.
Damn, that's really cool, man. That's really cool. So how do you get that done? Is there like a website that you go through, or like how you get puzzles made?
I bought this from Michael's, and I painted on it, and I handmade it. Yes, I used deco markers. And I just use paint markers, and I handmade this. Yeah.
Do you sell them?
Yeah, I'm gonna put them up for sale. Maybe this week or next week. I haven't decided yet. But yeah, they're gonna be one of ones. Limited edition. You feel me? Get them while they hot. And yeah.
Let me know when you put them up, man. I'm a top one, bro. I want.
Yeah, I already have somebody who's like send me bread. I didn't even ask. I was like, yo, bro, you have to wait. And he dead just sent me the bread. And I was just like, bro. Like...
Hell yeah. That's cool. That's a super unique and exciting hustle for real.
Yeah, it's super awesome. I think what makes it better now that I'm a little older now, is that my sisters have so many fucking kids. And like they love cartoons and shit, so like when they see my art, they're just like, oh my god, like, you know, like, and like my niece, like, she loves geeking, and she loves like the geeking art. She doesn't understand the concept of Yitwas, and so Yitwas is my IG name, of course, yeah, but like these characters, like, they're called Yitwas, you know.
Okay.
similar to like the Boondocks or the Simpsons, or like these are the Yitwas, and the Yitwas is just shorty spelled backwards. So I'm shorty, and this is Yitwas, and so they are a reflection of me, and that's the concept.
That's all your emotions right there. That's all your feelings.
Yeah, like, so this is me expressing myself before music, and I do have plans with this as well, and I am excited for everything that's gonna, come to life soon. And yeah, it's just, there's a lot brewing up.
That's so cool. That's so cool. And your name was one of the things I wanted to ask you about, your IG name, the Yetwas, and I forgot, and I'm glad you brought that up because I would have never guessed that. That's and it's a beautiful concept. It just shows how you were always meant to make music, because you're always trying to express yourself, always trying to convey emotions in different parts of yourself, and that's really difficult to do without words. Now you did it metaphorically or representatively with those and with your poem, but that's a beautiful thing, and the fact that you're trying to convey all of those things about yourself is awesome, and it's gonna help people.
Right. That's the biggest thing for me, is that, like, helping people, I feel like I have a very big heart, and for a very long time I didn't know how to use it, and I feel like music and art have allowed me to get some weight off of my heart. And like what I love about music so much is that it's like you're recording a moment in time, and it's like you record your frequency at that time. Like, and so like if I'm making this music, and like I'm listening to it to heal, and it's healing me, then I know that there's someone in this world that may be vibrating on that frequency, and if they hear that music, they may be healed, And like that's the most beautiful like thing that I get out of creating, and that's what I hope to achieve. That's what I hope to be one of my biggest accomplishments, is to be able to touch people and to help them heal, even if you don't fuck with my shit, even if you don't listen to my shit, like somebody is gonna relate to my shit. My boy cried to my song Implosion. That song is so long and sad, and it's just like, and he's gangster. He's the most gangster person I know. He's like 6'9". Like he's and he like I have tracks I can't even release because it would he's so gangster. Like it's just like
you can't do it to him. You can't do it to him, bro. Like
yeah, he cried, bro. Like he cried, like and I'm just like, damn, like if I could touch him, I know I could touch hearts. Hey. That's cool.
That's beautiful, man. And music is magic, for real. I mean, it healed me on the shit that I needed to heal. I haven't done music since the start of the interview thing, but like, I never pushed it, but I still listen to it today because it helped heal me, and it's still helping heal me. Yeah. It's a magical thing, and the fact that you could break someone like that down, it does say something. And don't be afraid to release those other tracks, man, because it's probably something the world needs. If you could so everybody needs to break down. If you're at the point where you can break down, you should break down.
Yeah. It's very important to not hold anything in, and it's very important. I mean, there's a time and place for everything. Don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? There's a time and place for everything. But when you are by yourself, you do have those moments where like you feel helpless and you feel alone. Like it's okay to let it out. You know what I mean? It's okay to let it out. My favorite thing is to just go by the water. Like I feel like if I just go and talk to the water, like if I could go to like a river or anything like nearby, you know what I mean? I just talk to the water, like I feel better, I feel lighter, you know what I mean? Because I talked to something, you know what I mean? Like, and we're made of water, you know what I mean? So it's just like water takes like 75% of the earth, you know what I mean? Like it's just like water, like it's cleansing. We clean ourselves with water and shit like that, like holy water, like like it's that like water is everything. We need water to survive, you know what I mean? And so like for me, like I don't know, like I feel like water has always been one of the things that I recently learned is just cleansing. Cleansing for real.
If you don't have a song called Talk to Water, you need to get on that.
What the fuck? I got it. It is gonna be dedicated to you.
Bet. Do that. Let me know. Is there
No problem.
hell yeah, man. Is there any sentiment that you want to leave this interview with? Anything that you would like to communicate to anybody watching this? Some message to send?
I would say, just always show love and show support, because you never know what anybody is going through, you know. And it's very important to lead with kindness and to just always have an open heart and an open mind, because you dead ass don't know if you're gonna be the last straw to someone, you know.
Exactly, man. You could be the last straw, or you could be the first straw that helps healing them.
Yeah, you know, that is your choice. What impact you want to have on people.
I love that. I love that. Is there anything else that you would like to talk about before we end the interview?
Shout out Johnny. I have a producer named Johnny who found me at a random ass show in Peekskill, New York. And he hit me up and he was like, yo, I sampled your voice. He sampled my voice in Geekin, the song Geekin, before it was even dropped. And I was so like, I felt a type of way, and I was just like, bro, you sampled my voice. But then I heard the beat, and then it was so fire. But anyway, I'm really in love with this producer, and everyone should try to tap in. As JHNY_, I believe. But he's fucking dope and underrated, and he does it for the love, and not for the clout. And I really, but yeah, all love. Thank you. I really appreciate you for having me today.
Hey, I appreciate your time. I appreciate your vulnerability and all the messages that you sent on this. I really thank you so much. I can't wait to see what you and everybody else out there in Jersey and the Green Out crew accomplish, because y'all
you
on
did
some
a
shit.
Green Out show. What's up?
Huh?
You gonna come to a Green Out show?
I'd love to. I'm by ATL. If one day I make it up north that far, you know, I'm from Maryland.
Green Out should go to ATL.
I'm from Maryland, so I do visit family in Maryland, and you know, Jersey's like a 2.5 hour drive. We almost had it. But you know, Jersey's like a 2.5 hour drive. So I don't know. Next time I'm out there, I'll see what y'all got going on, and maybe I'll pop out for a night. You know, like it'd be cool as hell, bro. I'd love to meet Steel and everybody in person for real, like.
Yeah, definitely pop out, pull up. But yeah, I love what you're doing, and thank you so much for providing a platform for artists, you know, and thank you for holding space, you know, and having a good ear. Yeah, I appreciate you.
I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you. Thank you for your time. This has been Karikter Asked It with CECE Camacho with some beautiful words. I appreciate you. I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.